Hi! So I know this is a completely different vibe from my last video with the Vampire Armand, but I needed a break. And admittedly, at the time of recording this one, anyway, I read this book a little while ago in between Armand and Vittorio the Vampire. I'm looking at you right now on my shelf. That book is, like, I thought Armand was weird. Armand is fun weird. Vittorio is not fun weird. It's kind of bad weird, but we're here for Danny. We're not here for vampires. Also, quick note, the audio in the last video with Armand, complete shit. I'm so sorry. I was testing out a new little mic, and this is the first time of it being on me, so we'll see how the audio is this time. Last time I had it maybe like a foot away from me on my desk. I think it was too echoey from like the wall, so this time it's closer to me. I'll admit I might just have to wear it. I might just have to get used to it. To me, I keep thinking there's a bug on me, but there's not. I'm a professional. Anyway, we're here to talk about a graphic novel, and I just wanted a good chill time to return back to some of my ghosty friends, and Danny Phantom is back. Also, while I was reading this, it only took me like 4 or 5 sittings. I'm not that fast a reader, okay? I got distracted by a cat if I looked away, sorry. But I'm not a fast reader, but I do like settling down for a good couple of hours just with a good book. And this took, like I said, maybe like 3 or 4 sittings. Each time, I had to play the intro. I had to play the cartoon song. I had to play the theme song. It felt right. I started reading it without it, and I'm like, hold on. We're cozy, we're comfy, but I need the vibes. So I grabbed a clip of it on YouTube, and I listened to it, and then I got back into the book, and then that felt right. Quick thing to address too, Butch Hartman's name is nowhere on this creatively. I noticed it was by a Gabriella Epstein. Totally fine. She's great. If anything, I'll get into the book itself in a second. But I realized Butch Hartman's name isn't really in it. He's on the copyrights page of like, this graphic novel is based on the TV show Danny Phantom created by Butch Hartman. Sure. Legalities wise, sure. And then I did a little research, and I learned that Butch Hartman is not that great a person. And I am so tired of realizing and discovering that people with a modicum amount of power even connected to like our childhoods, yeah, end up being horrible people. It's like that villain trope has been done to death, only in reality, you know that meme from like Phineas and Ferb of like, if so-and-so happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I'd have 3 nickels right now, that I know of as well. But thankfully, this graphic novel, A Glitch in Time, isn't associated with Hartman from what I can understand just from some like basic research. It's a few degrees removed. Okay. But this one is created by a Gabriella Epstein, a Killian. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I'll spell it on the screen. I'm so sorry. I just don't know how to say the last name. And book designed by a Bran Garvey. And it's good. It's good. I had a great time with it. I was a little nervous. Not even in regards to any of the like creators or whatever the names are. I'm not always into time travel stories. But this is good. It's good for me anyway, because I find time travel stories, especially when it came to like kids media, the amount of times we saw like, oh cool, we have time travel, let's go back in time and see what it's like. Oh no, we changed something. Oh no, the future sucks. Oh no, we have to fix it. Or the slight change of like, hey, we have time travel, let's go change a thing to make things better. Oh no, things aren't better, we need to change it back. Those tropes that happen a lot, and I'm a little tired of that. Streamlined, that's fine. If you're into that thread, that's okay, it's not for me. But this also is not that. It also sets up redemption arcs for 2 of the villains. Not badly either. Like, they're not Zuko levels yet. Like, they're not Zuko levels, but they pulled it off. I was a little surprised when they were pulling it off the second time, but it was actually working. They pulled it off. But yeah, like, no spoilers or anything. I don't want to get into spoilers with this review, but they left it open for a sequel, which I am going to snatch up. And another thing I was slightly nervous about too, just because it was like new creators and everything, the characters do feel like themselves. Danny and Sam and Tucker, they're all here, they're all normal. There was even a bit between Sam and Vlad. Hold on. There's just a quick little bit, and you'll probably know who is who based on like what I say, but like, how many countries could you feed with money you spent on this? 13. ... I am who I am. Vlad knows who he is. It's just, yeah, the characters feel right. They feel fine. I will admit, in regards to, I guess, like a bit of a nitpick, like the plot and characters are totally fine, but there's like a revelation that Danny has around the end, which is a little on the nose and maybe a little bit too, and a little like too sweet, if that makes sense. It was just a little too on the nose. That's all. But with that too, our boy has a sense of direction again, especially with how like the series kind of like wrapped up. Our boy has like a sense of direction again, and I'm proud of him. And I do love where the story ended. I love where it ended. I like how it picked back the story. I like how it picked up the story from the end of the series. Like everything is still canon. They tweaked it a little bit, but not really in unrealistic ways if you want the story to actually like keep going. But I like where they ended it. And in regards to the art style, because yeah, it's a graphic novel, in regards to the art style, it did take a little bit getting used to because obviously it's done by a different person, but it is just as good. It does feel like the show. The pacing is still quick and clear with the book design and like the panels, but there is a style difference in how these characters like are drawn because in like the show and like with Fairly Odd Parents, we know his style was like really sharp, quick lines, really harsh angles. But in the graphic novel, everything is a touch more rounded. Everything is a touch almost softer in a way, if that makes sense. A little more traditional cartoon-esque rather than the sharp points. You'll know what I mean if you see it. It's also mostly in the eyes. Their eyes are a little different, but not bad different. It took a little getting used to, but it's fine. So yeah, I like Avery Epstein's style. I hope she does more of these. And like I said, it is kind of like open for sequels. I hope there's more by her. I am so excited for more Danny fandom. But in the meantime, I'm going to sign off. Feel free to like and subscribe. I hope the audio was okay. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.